and welcome back to Katie's Business Tips. Michael Lapede here talking to you about what is the best structure for your business. And in this video, we're going to talk about joint ventures. Some people call them JVs. Joint ventures. A joint venture is really an agreement where two people or more come together to contribute goods, services, capital, knowledge, etc. to one business enterprise. So similar to partnerships, but there's some differences. Because first of all, joint ventures don't have any specific laws governing them like corporations and trusts and holding companies and sole proprietors. They all have laws governing them, whereas joint ventures just comes down to contract law and whatever the contract states. Joint ventures are also specifically typically used for a period of time. So that's why you might use that instead of forming a corporation, which goes on perpetually. Okay? So they are quite different in the way they're governed and the way they're set up just by a contract. The advantage is you can make up the rules of the joint venture contract any way you want, really. Joint ventures are flexible. They can bring people together to share pool, again, like we said, resources and talent and money and capital and so forth. And joint ventures can simply end when the deal is done. They're very easy. They could say, hey, after this is done, it stops. The joint venture is finished, the contract's fulfilled. Very simple to close out. Disadvantages, of course, the contracts can become complicated and costly, potentially, so you pay legal fees. The objectives of the joint venture need to be clear, and when they're not clear, it can cause problems or conflicts, so you must be clear because you've got a partnership going on here. Everything has to be clear. And legal contracts can come down to interpretation, so making sure you know what the contract says, because otherwise, you know, if it says something that's a little fishy and then it goes to a judge and the judge says, oh no, I see it as this way, that's a problem. So you've got to make sure everything's clear. So with joint ventures, the things I like about them the most, though, is the fact that it governs outside of the other laws. It doesn't have a specific set of laws governing it other than contractual law that says, hey, whatever the joint venture agreement says, that's what's law. And I like that because it supersedes securities commissions and CRA to a point, and all the authority and governing bodies. You can kind of work your way around that stuff and then just report on your taxes regularly. So quite simple. If you got any questions, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks for being a part of our Business Tips, and we'll see you in the next video.